Hi, and welcome to episode 43 of the Yarnniffler podcast. My name is Sam. I'm a university student from Belgium. I love to knit and crochet and cross stitch while I'm not studying and sometimes while I'm studying. You can find me on Instagram as Sam Wyffels and on Ravelry as Yarnniffler. And for the rest, I have some scrappy projects to show you, some foxy projects, and two new costumes you haven't seen yet. So let's get into it. It is April 4th today, I think. We're Friday, April 4th? We're Friday, April 3rd. Let me think. No, we're Friday, April 4th. It is about 10:30 in the morning. I am getting ready to clean up everything here to go home for Easter holidays, but I have a meeting for my bachelor's project later this afternoon, so I had some time to film today. So let me show you some stuff. First up, what I want to show you, it's been 3 weeks since I filmed, and I'm very happy. Last week I was just not feeling it, and I wanted to film yesterday, but then a friend came over and we did some schoolwork together, so this morning it is. Let's get into the project before we get all rambly. I can, for those who are interested, catch you up on anything at the end of the episode. The first thing I want to show you is this finished pair of socks. These are scrappy socks number 2 if you would be looking for them. So I will be linking everything I'm talking about down below today. These are the second pair of scrappy socks with all this yarn. If you want to know exactly what is what, you can go on Ravelry and all the yarns are there with even how many grams I used for this pair. For this pair I've done, for the first time I started my increases for my heel earlier to have a little bit more room here around like the heel and ankle part. So we'll see if this fits me better, because I've seen like my socks from when I started making socks are a little bit looser, so I am a little bit of a tighter knitter, but still the foot part is fine. But like once you get around the heel, it gets stretched out here. So let me try to show you, like when I wear this on my feet, this gets stretched out, and then sometimes you don't see the colors or you don't see the patterning. So I decided to do 3 more stitches on each side. So I started 6 rows earlier for these increases. These are knit toe up with a 2.5mm needle, a 2.25 for the cuff. I think I have about 15 rows on the cuff in 2 colors. They are blocked. No, these ones have not been blocked. They are not blocked yet, but the ends has been sewn in, so after they are blocked I can snip those ones off and start wearing them, because it's been very nice weather in Belgium and tall socks, wool socks definitely are not needed anymore, but these ones are still very, like shorter socks are very nice. Okay, that was the only FO to show you. I know last episode I had a lot more, but then there was a lot more time going over it, but I do have some progress to show you. Let me first show you my 2 scrappy whips. So the first off is the N Times cardigan by Amy. I think it's just named N Times, but it's a cardigan by Amy Gunderson, and this is how it looks. I think last time I showed you I was somewhere around here, so I finished up like the total length for the back panel. This is going to be the back panel, and then let me see, definitely a couple of these ones I have done as well. I think these are, so yeah, you see all these ends, they are knitted over, so they don't need sewing in, but I first want to block this before I snip them off. I have not exactly an idea where I am at it, but I took a picture just before I started filming, so next time I show it to you I can show it and then show the picture. You see what difference I have made in the last couple times. And then so as you can see, it takes about less than a gram for one of these small triangles, And then if I have 8 grams of more left over, I put the other scraps in here. So this is the Sweet Shop blanket by Laura Penrose. Let me try to show you. So I think, where was I the last time? I definitely have showed you. I'm just thinking which ones I've made for sure in the last couple of weeks. I think somewhere around these and these I have made since last time you saw it, but for this one as well, I've taken a picture and then I can show you the one from this episode and then from next episode how much I've worked on it. Here I hold the yarn double. So this one is made on a 2.75 millimeter needle and this one on a 4 millimeter. I hold the fingering weight yarn double, and this I have not written it down, but I have it from last time or not. I'm gonna find it, which I want to say. So the gray is Lang Merino 120 in the color 223, which is like a sport to a light decay weight, but I had this left over, so all the yarn that's in this blanket right now of the gray or leftovers from another project, and now I'm starting a new bag, so I'm like, I bought new yarn for this, but also I'm using up some of the yarn I had already. But then first up I'll show you the ones I started this week for knitting in class, because I took this to knitting class one day because I forgot. So this is my knitting in class bag, and these socks were made almost completely in class. Like once they were almost finished, I finished them at home. But I wanted to take my knitting in class socks with me, but I forgot because I went home and I didn't take them with me. But I only came on Monday morning back to Leuven, and then I had class. So I had class on Monday morning, but I just came from home, so that means I took the train for 2.5 hours and then I walked to my class, and I only had this blanket, so I worked on this blanket in class. It was not the best, but it worked. I could knit a little bit, but I have some new socks to knit in class. So let's see. These ones are tall socks number 8, if you would be looking for them. And where is my... Here it is. So these ones are the Silly Socks Flower Pop from Hobby in color 1. And I have done the full repeat, I think. I'm knitting from the inside and the outside of the yarn ball. So that's that. So I started these on Sunday and then I had them for class knitting, and as you can see, so this is just this where the toe ends, and I have to count how many rows I have to do before I start increases. But this is how much I knit yesterday in class. I had 2 classes of almost 4 hours, so lots of knitting to do, which is always fun. But I'm gonna take them home with me now for the Easter holidays, because these are easy reading and knitting projects as well. So this was a new cast on, and I have another new cast on, which is a very cool sweater, which is kind of on the deadline right now, but I'll explain it to you. So I am working on the For Fox's Sake sweater by Max the Knitter. I am using size 4 needles for the body and size 4.5 for the color work. This is where I am. So I have done the color. This is the back. So these are the short rows. This is gonna be the front, and as you can see, we have some color work, which is now puckering and stuff, but this will all block out, and I'm trying not to lose stitches. And it's called For Fox's Sake because, let me show you, this is gonna be, so I am just started at the tip of the ears right now, but this is gonna be all over my chest and my back, and it's gonna be so nice. So let me show you. So this is the, say this, and then fold it over. It's gonna be something like this. So for fuck's sake by Max the Knitter, this is my swatch, which I made to see how it would work, and also try out 3-stranded color work, or 3-color work, or how you want to say it. So normally you have 2-stranded color work, and I have one in my right hand and one in my left hand. So I am an English knitter. No, yes, an English knitter. So I throw my yarn, which I am used to. I can knit blindlessly and all that. But when I do color work, I also have the second strand in my, like this. This is how I knit, in my left hand, and then I pick the yarn. So say, like, if you're holding your yarn, let's see, like this. So I throw this one and then I pick this one. But now, maybe as you can see, I have 3 colors attached. So I'm looking to see how it goes. But for the most part, it goes pretty easily. The middle strand is like the one that's like used, like, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit distracted because there's a message coming in. Let me just put it away. Okay, sorry. While trying to remove the message from my screen, I stopped recording. So let's keep going. So yeah, I'm struggling a little bit, but most of the time I just let the middle strand, which is the third strand, which I use like the least often, hang loose, and then use it in whichever hand, depending on what the other colors it is used with. The yarn I'm using, this is a kit from Les Garçons. So this is the shop, or like the hand dyeing business that Max's partner Vincent has. And I bought this last year for my birthday, and now it's almost my birthday again. I'm like, I need to start working on stuff. So the yarn is, let's see, it's Les Garçons BFL Twisty K, and it's 100% BFL wool. And we have, the colors are Meredith Grey, so the grey color is Meredith Grey. Then the blue color is Louis Shade. Betty's White is the white color, and Cardi's Ochre is this browny orangey color. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and why I'm working on this now. So I started this, when did I start it? So last week I did the swatch, and then I think I started it on Sunday. Yeah, on the train on Sunday. And then if you would have seen on Instagram, on Tuesday I went home for a meeting, and then on Wednesday I came back. So that means 2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours on the train back, so about 5 hours of knitting. And then I was like, how much can I get done? And I've been working on it ever since. I'm about halfway through the color work. I think I have one more increase row to do, so then we're at the final stitch count. So yeah, and I want to finish this I want to finish the color work section before next Thursday, because we're going on a small holiday with my family. We're going to Zaragoza, which is in Spain, just not so far from Belgium, but we're flying. And then we have so we have to like take a 2-hour train ride to get to the airport. I think we fly for about 2 hours, and then we had still think about 3 hours to drive from Madrid to Zaragoza. And we're going there because the final 6 of the EuroLeague women basketball tournament is there, and we are going to support Fenerbahce, which is a Turkish team, because Emma Meesman and Julie Allemand, which are 2 Belgian women basketball players, which we love very much, are playing. And so we're gonna definitely see other games as well, but we're going to support her for them and see that, and go and explore Zaragoza. But this is like, this is only my 4th time flying, so this is not something I do very much. Also, like in Europe, stuff is pretty close by, which you can drive or take the train to, or fly for just a couple of hours. If it would have been me, I would have tried to go with the train, but I'm going with my parents and some of their friends, like we're all basketball fans, so it's like, okay, we're flying, no problem for me. But of course I want to take my knitting, and I would say, oh, take just the start of a sock, and then I can make very tall socks. The whole, we're only there for 4 days. But I read up on it, and knitting needles are not prohibited. I'm gonna have to look, like, we're not having a checked bag, we're only having a carry-on. So like everything has to come in your carry-on, so you cannot say, oh yeah, put everything else in your checked bag and it will be fine. Because that's one time I flew, I had knitting with me, but not on the plane. I read a book on the plane because it was always only 2 or 3 hours flying, and my knitting was in my checked bag, but now I'm taking it in my carry-on, and I'm just afraid that they will be, oh no, you can't take your knitting. So I want to finish the color work on this part, so I just have rows and rows of stockinette in the gray for the sleeves and for the body. Of course, just for the body, because then I have to take other needles for the sleeves, and I'm just gonna take the body needles with me, not even the ribbing needles, because we're only gonna be there for so many days, or maybe. And definitely I have some wooden needles still at home, so I think I will be taking those ones with me, because those ones shouldn't be a problem to go through the metal detectors. But the needles I like using the most are these metal ones. So I am a little bit skeptical, but I will be taking some stoppers with me, and if they really are like, nope, you can't take your knitting, I will be, hold up, I'll just screw off these needles, you can have them. I will have to pay 10 euros or something to get new ones. So it will be like, fine, take them, whatever. But I will have backup wooden needles with me. But of course I want to knit with these ones. So, but I've heard from a lot of people that it shouldn't be a problem. And that's the reason why I want to take this sweater with me and not socks, because these needles, I think personally, look less dangerous than, say, some very tall and pointy sock needles. Like, these look so much sharper than these. So let's see. I'm still debating. Am I gonna take my, like, just one smaller cable? But I can definitely like knit my sleeves also on this larger cable with just magic loop. Maybe I should just take like one pair of extra needles and put them like in like a pencil case with pens and stuff, so they look like pens. I don't know, we'll see. I'm still trying to find it, but I've looked online, and like in the whole text of what you can't take with you and all stuff should be fine. So, but yeah, so next time I hope I can show you a finished sweater and a good story or a bad story about if I have finished these, if I could take my knitting needles on the plane or not. So that's everything for knitting, and a little bit of what I am stressing about, because we're almost leaving in about a week. So I'm just knitting only on this for the moment. But what I've been working on the most these last couple of weeks is my cross stitch, and it's this one. It's another foxy one. So that's like, it's the scrappy and foxy episode. This pattern is called Fox Mom and Baby by X Stitch, pattern X from Etsy. I will link the pattern down below. I will put a picture here of what it looked before you saw it. I don't even know, did I put, I was gonna look it up and I haven't. I am now about 80% in, so I have about, like, the baby fox is completely finished, and I have to do, like, if you can see, the rest of like this part and the tail from Mama Fox. Yeah, but like, I was just so into this. So this one is 2/1 cross stitch, so I'm using 2 threads over 1, only half cross, or no, I'm doing 10 stitch, which is different from half cross, because 10 stitch, because it should have less warping or stitches losing, and I think it's fine. Like, you can get a good definition. And this is a 28 count linen, so that means that in 1 inch there are 28 holes. So it's very tiny, but it's going very fast because I'm only doing half across and not double, and it's on a small stitch count, so I can lose one one strand of floss which I use, and then with the loop start held double can do, if the stitches are close together, almost 100 stitches, and it goes pretty fast, so it's very fun. I am already thinking about which patterns I'm gonna do next and so on. So yes, this one I hope to also have finished like the next time you see it. I wanted to finish it about today, so I have an app which I put in. I take a picture every day, every time I worked on it, so I can see how much I've done, and you put in how many stitches you have done, and then it tells you, oh, you have so many percent to do, and you do about so many stitches a day. So some days you're not stitching, but the days you are stitching, it all gets calculated. And then if you say, oh, I want to finish it, say by the 1st of April, which was a couple of days ago, I would have done, I think, about 700 or 800 stitches a day, which some days I got to that, but other days I just did 200. But in the calculation I did about 500 stitches a day, because some days I even had a day which I had 1,200 stitches, because that was all I did the whole evening, was just watching some series and some videos on YouTube and just cross stitching. Normally I should have finished it today if I could have been doing, but I have been putting my knitting or cross stitching time into this, because I want the colorwork part finished before I go on holidays. And I know that the first couple of days of the Easter holidays, when I'm just at home, we have stuff to do. I am teaching kids to learn to ride a bike. I am helping my grandma with something, so there's always something going on. So I was like, okay, if once that one's finished, I can work on this one again. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So scrappy project, foxy projects, and I think that's all I want to tell you about. And the last 3 weeks, I went thrift shopping, and I got this new shirt, which has a huge butterfly on the back, which I like because I'm a biology student, so I like butterflies. And as you can see, like, I have a butterfly necklace, and I got, oh my god, I'm gonna put in a picture here, I got some Nike Airs, some black Nike Airs with like leaves and flowers on it, and oh my god, like in my size for a decent price in a thrift shop. And you can see they are used, but they are not like, they have been worn, but they're not used up. Like the sole is still good, the outside looks good. So I got some new shoes secondhand, and oh, I love them. So I'll put in a picture to show you. For the rest, I bought my first carry-on suitcase to bring with me on the plane, and it's just a simple plain black one. I think you'll probably see it on the picture with the shoes, because I took a picture to send to my friends, like, look at what I bought, a new carry-on and secondhand shoe. So the carry-on was not secondhand, but because it's just a plain black one, I've been searching for all the stickers I still have left, which are not on my laptop or on my whatever case I have used stickers on before. And then I'm gonna put just some stickers on my carry-on to just spice it up. Like, this is mine, you're not going away with it, running away with my carry-on with some yarn in it, like, hell no. There will be some knitting stickers on it, some reading stickers, we will see. So yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to tell you today. I have no idea when I'm gonna see you for the next time. I hope in 2 weeks, but in 2 weeks it will be after our trip to Zaragoza, and it will still be Easter holidays. So I think it will more be like 3 weeks, because in that week I am just here in Leuven again. But I don't know, I just had a talk this morning with a lovely couple who are looking for a babysitter for 1 day a week. So I'm going to meet them after the Easter holidays. So I'm just, because my bachelor's project or thesis is almost done, I have some more free time. We have a couple of classes which are already almost completely done, and I don't have a lot of labs this semester, so I don't have so many like papers to write or scientific reports to write, or even to just prepare for the labs. So it means I have some time. And because I went on a shopping spree in the thrift shop and the new carry-on, I was like, oh, I can pay for this, but I don't, I haven't had a job this summer. And last year I was babysitting almost every week. So I had a little bit of income coming, or like a little bit of money coming in every week. But that babysitting job didn't happen this year. So I hope I can get the babysitting job with the people I talked this morning, and I'm talking with another family as well, which would just be a couple of hours every week, but that would make a difference for me. And also, like, it will give me some structure, because now I have some days that I'm completely free, and then I like to do nothing else and just sit and knit. And if I know I have to be somewhere, I am way more productive than like, oh, I have the whole day to do anything. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I'm gonna see you in, I hope, 3 weeks, but can be more, can be less. We will see with some progress. It is almost 11 o'clock, right? Oh yeah, I'm looking at my microwave clock, but that one hasn't been changed because of like it's summer hour and not winter hour anymore. And this, yeah, I think everybody knows that the clock's changes is hard. We had it only last weekend, and I'm still feeling it. So that's it. I am going to edit this video and then upload it, and while it is uploading, I did the dishes already last night, but they need to go into the right drawers and cupboards. I have to start making my bag, because in about 2 hours I have to leave for my meeting for my bachelor's project, and I would like to sit and knit a little bit, but we'll see. We'll have to do some cleaning up first. So I hope to see you next time. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and that's all.